Hey everybody, I just got home from the gym and I had gone to weigh in before that, and this week I have had a lot going on between us moving. We're going to be moving to Oregon on Tuesday, for those of you that don't know, and so this week we had to finish up packing, and then we had to get everything moved into the U-Haul U-Box because that's what we had rented out to ship all of our stuff over there. It just would have been cheaper that way and fly over there. So a lot has gone on this week, and so here I am making my weekly weigh-in update video for you guys. So I weighed in today. I have been going to my meetings for about a month and a half, but coming up in another week or so, it'll be my official 1 year mark on Weight Watchers Freestyle. And so when I went to weigh in, well, let me just start off by saying this. I have been so stressed all week, so stressed. And I am the type of person where if I'm feeling emotional, somehow I end up blocking my feelings and then they all come out last minute. So all week I've just been up and down with my emotions, and for a lot of you guys on my Instagram, you've probably seen that. And so, but with that being said, I stayed on track all week. I got my blue dot all week. I tried to increase my water all week to about 100 ounces. I drank 116 ounces one day, and all of a sudden I just fell off. I felt super lightheaded and I wasn't feeling right, and so I cut back on my water intake for the past 2 days because of that. But I've stayed on track. I've gone to the gym every single day, and for some reason I've even used the bathroom, so I did that, and for some reason all week I just felt that it was gonna have a gain this week. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's normal to have a gain, it's normal for your weight to go up and down. But I just felt a little bit different, I guess. So, halfway through my week, I went to the gym, and I went to go work out, and I was pushing myself for my workouts. I was changing up what I was doing with my workouts. I was just monitoring everything, and somehow I still managed... Hold on, let me show you. Still managed to have a 1.2 pound gain. So I know that isn't a lot. It's 1.2 pounds. There could be something as simple as sodium or water retention. But I think what's bothering me is the fact that I know that I've been trying so hard all week. I've been trying so hard. Got my blue dot, increase my water, increase my workout intensity. I've used the bathroom. I've monitored my sodium intake, everything. I've done everything, and I still had a gain. So, normally this would just be shaken off for me, 1.2 pound gain, whatever. That could be something as simple as anything. But this week, I think with everything I have going on, my move, everything, I am unbelievably stressed, to the max, and it's causing me to be so emotional, and the only thing I could think of is it's probably just stress. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I went to my meeting this morning. Before my meeting, I had a mental breakdown in my car. I was on the phone with my Nana, and I was crying, and then I walked outside to do a Instagram story, and I started crying then, and I've just been crying a lot, and I was crying early this morning, and I just feel so emotional right now, and I ended up, I told Mario this morning before I went to my meeting, I was look, if my meeting doesn't go how I want it to go, we're going to Denny's, and I'm getting a plate of tres leches pancakes that they have, and oh my god, they're so freaking good, and they come with ice cream on top, and I was screw it, I've been doing so good, I put in all this effort, and to put in all this effort and like get nothing out of it, I'm just gonna enjoy myself, because I don't really ever have like I don't really like to call it cheat meals, but like if I want to have a little bit of something, I'll have a little bit of something and I'll track it and move on. But I haven't had a little bit of something that I've been craving in a while. Like I had pizza on their birthday, but that wasn't really something that I would normally crave a lot of. So I was just like, screw it. So I went to my meeting, and I had a little bit of hope that I was just going to like make it by 0, like 0 plus 0 minus, but somehow I still managed to gain 1.2 pounds, and it's not my time of the month. My time of the month was like a week and a half ago, or almost 2 weeks ago. And so it's nothing. And I used the bathroom last night, so it's not that. So the only thing I can point to is stress, because literally I even looked at my macros, and I'm not, like, I have a pretty good protein, a little bit more protein than carbs and then fat. So like, I don't know. But long story short, I went into my meeting, and today's meeting was about habits and how you can, you have your good habits, you've changed, throughout your journey, you have good habits that you take on. Well, then we talked about bad habits, and I don't know, I just got to thinking, like, being at my meeting, having everyone share everything, I got to thinking, if I know tomorrow I have to go to my Nana's, and we're going to have, like, an Easter dinner, so I'm going to indulge in a couple things that I normally don't, so I'm definitely planning on going over on my points tomorrow. So I was thinking to myself, like, if I go over on my points today, and I go over on my points tomorrow, and then Monday comes, and I know we're going out to eat on Monday. I'm not saying I'm going to go over my points on Monday, but I don't know what's going to happen. And then Tuesday we leave, so Tuesday's going to be like a day when I'm trying to stay within my points, but it's not guaranteed. I don't want to create a habit of bad eating or going over on my points just because I'm feeling like shit. So I'm thinking to myself, is it really worth it? So after my meeting, hearing everyone talk, and I talked to my leader, and I told her what was going on. I told her that it was my last day, and, how emotional I'm feeling, and I don't know, I left there feeling on edge, and that edge feeling made me want to go to the gym and work out, and I plan to not go to the gym today. I couldn't go to the gym yesterday because I forgot that they closed at 7, so I was leaving at 6:30, and Mario was like, oh, the gym closes at 7, and I was like, oh, shit, so I couldn't go last night. Today, I didn't want to go. Needless to say, I ended up going. I still felt emotional, but I put on my music, and I tried to use that negative emotions that I was feeling to push out a hard workout. So I went to the gym, and here I am. For breakfast, I had the Premier Protein coffee and a banana, so I've had that so far today. So I'm not, like, blowing my points, but I'm, like, telling myself, is it really worth going to go get tres leches pancakes and going over on my points today and tomorrow, and then the rest of the week being iffy? So I'm just on and off about that. But anyways, so I don't know. It's normal to have gains throughout your journey. And I've had way worse gains than this, like post-vacation gains, like 8-pound gains in a week. Like, this is nothing. But I think with everything that I have going on with moving and just my emotions being all out of whack and just everything is hitting me, I think stress is what has caused my gain. And a 1.2 pound gain is really, like, it's nothing, and it's definitely not worth throwing in the towel and just creating a bad habit of feeding into my emotions just because of 1.2 pounds versus the 81 pounds that I've lost. Like, it's not really worth it to me. So I'm gonna enjoy myself tomorrow at my Nana's house because we're having, like, a dinner, and she's making, like, a bunch of stuff that we like, to eat. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy myself tomorrow. I'm unsure of if I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna stay on track today. I'm not gonna give in today. But just know that I'm in one of those very vulnerable states right now, and the gain that I have isn't really helping, but it's not really making me feel very discouraged. I'm very grateful and happy that I went to my meeting, because I think without my meeting I definitely would have went out and just said screw it today and just fed in. So I guess this goes to show that like going to your meeting is entirely important, especially when you're feeling down like me. Like I'm feeling very depressed and just today. As you can see, I got like bags under my eyes. I'm just not feeling it today. Sometimes, even if the meeting has absolutely nothing to do with what you're feeling or what you're doing, just being around that support group, just, hearing that someone just made goal, like, just, and you don't know what your leader's going to talk about for that day, and, everything that they talk about relates into your journey, and maybe just hearing something positive or hearing something that you can relate to can slightly put you in just a little bit more positive of a mood, and you may feel a little bit better, and it can make a difference in whether you decide to throw in the towel for the day or not, because that's the point that I'm at right now. I'm just like, I'm having one of those very vulnerable days where I want to stay on track because of what my leader talked about, making bad habits, good habits. Hearing that made me not want to think about the possibility of creating a bad habit with having, like a cheat day today. I don't like calling it a cheat day, but that's the point where I'm at, and I know I'm going to be giving in tomorrow, and just with everything going on this week. So it just made me want to think twice about how I'm feeling, and, because a couple weeks ago they talked about how feelings can turn into actions, and then the actions can, affect your journey, and I just feel like that's the point that I'm at right now. And, this is why I'm so thankful for my meetings, because all of these meetings, all of the topics that they share about, I can relate to, and I can remember a little bit of each meeting. And when I come into a situation like this, where I'm feeling down, and, I have two choices of, give in, not give in. I will push through this. I will get there. This is just another one of those rocks in the road, and then I think back to my meetings and everything we talk about, bad habits. We talk about feelings turning into emotion. Feelings turning into actions and whatnot. And we think about all these things that they have talked about with us in our meetings, and it just, it makes you think twice about what it makes you think twice about your actions when you're feeling bad. So I could definitely say that I'm grateful for that. I'm happy that I went to my meeting. I had a good week in terms of my tracking, in terms of my workouts, in terms of everything. I've had a great week. I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I think that's what's important. It's just a matter of pushing through. I do not know why I had a gain. I didn't have my period. I had it a week and a half ago. I went to the bathroom. I increased my water. I'm watching what I'm eating, so I'm not just eating all bad stuff, I'm trying to change up what I'm eating and what I'm doing at the gym. So literally, like, I'm at the point where it must be stress. And I'm just telling myself that, and I'm moving forward, because no matter what, I have to move forward. I have to make my next decision for food. I have to eat no matter what. I need to work out to help get my stress out. I'm still going to have to make that choice. I cannot avoid it. So at this point, I might as well just make a good choice, because if anything, making a bad choice might just set me back. And there's no point in being setting myself back 81 pounds down later. You know what I mean? So anyways, I think that's all I have to talk to you guys about today, in terms of my weekly weigh-in. At this point, I'm just going to push through. I will make a video talking about my trip and how it went, how I managed to stay within my points. If I do, hopefully I do, when I'm traveling and adjusting into the new home, new culture, and whatnot. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for putting up with my emotions and my crazy self. But anyways, bye guys.